Assalamualaikum. Hi to all of you. I'm Muhammad Syazwan bin Abdul Halim. Metric numbers 260072. I'm represent of Merah Group. For your info, we are part-time student for Northern University of Malaysia or Universiti Utara Malaysia (UUM) in Bachelor of Public Management. Purpose of this video is for educational learning for module SBLE 3123 English Proficiency 3 Group A. We are given a task from our beloved lecturer Madam Rohaida Yahya about group projects. For this task, we need to identify and solve a problem that is faced by UUM student and also staff in the campus. After several discussion with our group members, we had identified and decided and also come up with the solution for that problem. So let me share with you guys what we had prepared. Okay, before we go further for this slide presentation, let me share with you guys the content of this slide. On this slide, we have a problem statement, recommended solution, description and analysis of the projects, benefits, implementation, and lastly conclusion. Each part of this presentation will be presented by our group members. So let's enjoy this video.
Assalamualaikum and greetings. My name is Anand Anak Laki Sariswaran or Don Syed Anand. My metric number is 259811. I am BJJ student, Group A, UUM Sinto. Firstly, I would like to thank you, Madam Rohaida Yahya, for giving us this opportunity to shine our talent in this spotlight. In this assignment, I would like to explain about our problem statement. Petronas Resident Hall is the student resident hall located on main campus in UUM, Universiti Utara Malaysia. There are 4 buildings that students live in. It's separate by gender. The location of student resident hall is close to University Lake and close to the University Mall. Convenience for recreational students is non-existent as the area is small. Students who are stressed after class have no place to hang out or play sport to exercise in Petronas Resident Hall. So they will walk to the sports center that will take 30 or 20 minutes for walk. Sport is a healthy activity that can maintain health and a place to calm mind. Lack of facility in Petronas Student Resident Hall can cause students to be inactive and can lead to obesity problem. In addition, the location close to the University Mall, which has entertainment such as arcade and snooker, will cause them to default and not grow and losing focus in their study. A place for sport is also needed for students to stay healthy and active. Sport facility can also encourage students to socialize with each other. This is intended to allow them to get know better a friend from the same logging hall. Because in this millennial era, students prefer to be alone and surf social media. They do not get along with each other because they are not socialized and they were losing their university life. From observation and interview with students, we obtained many suggestions. As a result of discussion with management, we found out that there were 10 recommendations. With more in-depth study, we found 3 recommendations that fit the location of the accommodation hall. The suggestions suitable for students and no prejudice and popularity of the sport. There is badminton court, volleyball court, basketball court. After discussion and consideration, we choose the badminton court to be built because it can help the resident hall of Petronas resident can carry out sport activity more effectively.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmed Mezral bin Shaiful Bahri and my metric number is 259950. Today I will present about descriptions and analysis of the badminton court. First is the overview. Residents of Petronas will have the opportunity to access and enjoy this kind of sport activity. Stressful with their tasks of assignments, conduct some programs, and do not have anywhere to go might make them feel so tense and pressure that sometimes they need to chill and release some tension. By having some sport activity to play and do activities that can overcome these things. If the badminton court is located at Petronas resident, it will make them have the opportunity to play badminton at their own residence compared to the sport center. They only need to wear their sport attire, including sport shoes, to play badminton, and if they don't have racket or shuttlecock, they can rent it at the kiosk provided at the badminton court. This kind of activity can make them feel excited and eager to compete with others while ensuring the health of body and mind. This activity also able to relieve tension from learning session in the classroom. Secondly, I will tell about the limitations. First of the limitation is time of operation. The badminton court will be a popular and compact place when it is officially open. The operation time for this court must follow the rules of UUM starting at 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. We would like to suggest a longer operation time because many residents prefer to stay awake late at night, and that is the only time they're free from activity related to UUM. But the management might deny this idea due to it will have more negative impact on the residents as staying until midnight might make them lose focus in the morning class. Secondly, genre of games. The type of games that are played in badminton are single and double. Due to limited amount of time and court available for the starting, so we are recommend that students who are wanted to use badminton court must play in double game. This is done because badminton is one of most popular sport in Malaysia and played by almost Malaysians. You also want to avoid some issue in the future like badminton court are conquered by certain students. And finally, number 3, duration of play. High demand by the residents show that they will enjoy themselves when playing badminton at badminton court. There will be a problem that the residents will spend more than 1 hour to play badminton. This might create the problem of the limited use by other residents due to number of court built there is very limited. Therefore, it is recommended that 2 hours is the maximum time for every resident who use the badminton court for each game session. Also, there will be a staff to record the admissions of the residents there and to help them with the games. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Shahrul Zaman bin Abu Tawab. My metric number is 260217. Today I would like to share with you about our benefit from our group project. There is 3 that we have selected First, with the build of the badminton court, it can reduce stress of student because the importance of reduce stress is stress can affect student bodies and mind, can causing a lack of energy, loss of appetite, and sleep problem. So, in addition to the health benefit, exercise has been shown to be an effective stress reliever. Playing badminton has been shown that can help you feel better and maintain a positive attitude after a day of dealing with a stress-related issue as a student in your daily life. This sport is great for both there is a man and woman, and also the cost of purchasing this equipment is not expensive and affordable. So, by creating a positive environment is very important as we aim to create intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, and a physically balanced person. Number 2 is university sport program. So, in addition to the benefit of student found at a Petronas resident, we also able to encourage participate in the sport by all students. There is especially for students who are less active or inactive. By developing university sport program, there is with the goal of increase student participate in at least one sport at university. On the other hand, with this exist of court, it also can affordable, providing opportunity for a talented and potential student to progress to the higher level in sport. Last but not least, it's important part is to generate sale. In the construction of the Petronas badminton court, we are confident that it can give many benefits from its shortcoming. Firstly, with the construction of the court, it can generate the economy of Petronas resident. This court will be rented by students every day for recreational and competitive organization. So, to increase the revenue, we can open a shop that are to sell sport equipment and isotonic drink. Of course, the user will buy from this place. It also can benefit UN team and that represent the championship of survey as a training ground. So based on the court will be built based on specification of the championship. On the other hand, there will be opportunity for some residents to work as a part-time as an employee for record player competition. So, in detail of our benefit, you can see in our proposal. So that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Rizwan bin Indah. My metric number is 260195. So I will describe about the implementation to build a proposal to build a badminton court. So the implementation methods of the proposal construction of a badminton court is very important. So that badminton court that will be built can be used as much as possible, so that there is no waste after the badminton court are built. This includes wastage in term of area resources, and most importantly is that wastage of money can be avoided. Before start the process of building the badminton court, University Utara Malaysia, also known as UUM, needs to open a quotation for the construction of a badminton court. The UUM is not encouraged to conduct a direct nego, because the direct negotiation method is a method that will be determinantal of the University Utara Malaysia in terms of finances. The quotation methods is the most effective methods because UUM can make a comparison between the quotation received by the university. UUM do not necessarily to have to choose the cheapest quotation that they receive. However, UUM can make comparisons in advance in terms of material that will be used to build the badminton courts. Comparison can be made in terms of material to be used, the equipment to be used, as well as receiving the reputation of the company that sent the quotation. Selection can be made on expensive quotation if all the requirement criteria can be met by the company. Second is to maximize the use of the badminton court in the future. The UUM can open accessory shops related to sport goods, especially badminton. This is because students no longer need to go as far to Channel City or even as far as Jitra if they need to buy equipment or accessory related to the badminton. By opening a shop or kiosk in the court area that will be built later, it will also indirectly bring a source of side income to UUM. The management of UUM can also be proposed to channel some part of the sale profits to the Badminton Association of UUM as a financial source for them to participate in the badminton competition, either at the university level, district level, or the state level. This will directly to able a make of the name of UUM famous in the future. So on the slide is about the cost to invest, but university UUM, this is only an example of the cost of to invest. So number one is Quadidas, number second is the stand 3/4. Number 3 is road, number 4 is net, number 5 is a badminton net ball. This is a basic equipment or material that we need to build the badminton court. However, UUM need to look all the quotation that they receive, so they can make a comparison. They should know what material to use, so that they can choose the best quotation to be selected to build this badminton court. So that's all for the implementation. Thank you.
For the conclusion, for us, we had belief that what we are trying to do for DPP Petronas are the way to educate and encourage this healthy lifestyle for UM students, especially DPP Petronas. They can gain more benefits whenever these badminton halls are ready to use in the next time. Rather than that, we also believe that this can be benchmark or reference for others DPP to have their own facilities that can give benefit to their residents. Not only focus to the sport facilities, whatever they give to their resident, we know that they want to give their best and the good effect for them. We want to make UUM as one of the best picture to other universities on the giving the best facilities to their students. It also enhance UUM to be the best university on Malaysia and stable with UUM vision to be an eminent management university. Giving students a good facilities will reflect to their result. As a student, this generation will be the leaders of our country in the future. So we want them to have a good example from us to give the best for the future. Last but not least, we hope that these projects are relevant to them and can solve one of the problems that is faced by UUM students in our campus. So thank you for your time. Enjoy with the slide presentation. Assalamualaikum.